आपका जुड़ने के लिए इस खबर पर एंड व्यूअर्स वी मूव ऑन नाउ देयर इज न्यूज़ कमिंग इन फ्रॉम द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स वेयर एयर फोर्स B-52 Stratofortress bomber has crashed shortly after takeoff from Edwards Air Force Base in California's Mojave Desert. According to the Air Force, the aircraft was carrying 8 people on a routine test mission when it went down approximately 11:20 a.m. local time. Officials said initial indications suggest the crash was not survivable. Emergency response teams were immediately dispatched to the scene and an investigation has been launched to determine the cause of this crash. The B-52 Stratofortress is one of the most iconic aircraft in the US Air Force fleet and has served as a key component of America's long-range strike capability for decades. Pragati Tripathi is joining us on this. Pragati, very tragic news coming in of this blast from the US of a crash of the aircraft there, and we are also picking up all on board have been killed.
Yes, Kriti. A major aviation tragedy has unfolded in the US after a B-52 bomber crash shortly after takeoff from Edwards Air Force Base in California, killing all the 8 people on board. Well, according to the US Air Force officials, the aircraft went down at around 11:20 Monday morning during what was described as a routine test mission. The bomber burst into flames on impact with the aerial image showing a vast charred area near the runway and virtually no recognizable remains of the aircraft. Those killed included both military personnel and government contractors. Boeing has also confirmed that 2 of its employees were among the victims. Officials say a review of the crash footage indicates that there were no survivors. The aircraft was reportedly involved in a radar modernization program at the time of the accident. However, investigators have not yet determined what caused the crash. And according to the Deputy Commander of 412 Test Wing, he said a full investigation is underway and could take as long as 6 months to complete. The B-52, if I tell you, is the most iconic and the longest serving bombers in the US Air Force fleet, making this crash a significant loss for US Air Force. For now, authorities are focusing on notifying families of the victims while investigators are examining the wreckage for answers.
Right. Stay on with us, Pragati. We are also now picking viewers that US Air Force officials have confirmed that 8 people have been killed in this crash of the B-52 bomber, and they included military personnel, government employees and civilian contractors. Deputy Commander James Hayes of Edwards Air Force Base said the identities of the victims will not be released until their next of kin have been notified. He extended condolences to the families affected by the tragedy. Aerial images from the crash site showed extensive destruction with debris scattered across a large area of the Mojave Desert and thick black smoke rising from the wreckage. The Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, which entered service in 1955, is a long-range bomber capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear weapons. It has played a major role in several US military operations, from the Vietnam War to the recent missions in the Middle East. Pragati, any initial causes that we know of that led to the crash of the bomber?
Not yet. Military officials say it is still too early to determine what caused the accident. A formal investigation has been launched, and authorities say it could take several months before a final report is released.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us then on this, Pragati. On that note, viewers, it's time for a very quick commercial. Stay tuned to NewsX.